Church check 1 2. Church check 1 2. We are definitely live. Got the right camera about. So today we want to talk about this little piece of machinery right here because I think it's interesting. Like, I've been contemplating for a while. Basically since I've gotten it. Rather I want to keep it. Um, I I ended up acquiring I heard about the HydraSynth and I had I had been checking out some YouTube videos on it and I was kind of on the fence about whether I wanted it or not because from what I heard like on the YouTube videos it seemed like really like a lot of the sounds that I were hearing out of it seemed like they were really had a lot of high range, high frequency content shit, character things going on that I didn't know was gonna fit well with the dark vibes that I be kind of coming with in a lot of my music. Like a lot of my music got a lot of darker tone to it as opposed to the brightness. You know what I'm saying? Like what I thought of this was like it was gonna be like super bright, but I ended up catching it. I ended up catching one, and which was like a blessing because it turned into a whole to some other licks I ended up hitting from meeting the guy that I actually purchased this from. He had it on offered up. He either had it he had it priced at a really great price, you know what I'm saying, to where it was like, yeah, why not, you know what I'm saying? Because if even if I didn't want it, I felt like I could sell it for $100 more than what I bought it for, like real quick if I wanted to. So I just jumped on it like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not check it out? And then I met the dude that I bought it from. He was actually a really cool dude, and he worked at the Guitar Center up north. And anybody that's from Chicago, where I'm from, turning down the video set. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, anyway, hopefully my stream is going good. It's using a lot of computer right now, and I haven't had the OBS on in a few days, so you know how my computer don't really like it that much. But anyway, I ended up meeting the guy, and you know what I'm saying. I purchased it from. He worked at the Good Guitar Center. Anybody from Chicago know that like all the other ones kind of suck, but the one up north actually be having stuff, right? So you know what I mean. He was like, man, you need anything, man, just come on up there, we'll out the bam. So I ended up going up there and like purchasing like some heavy ticket items and stuff like that, and they gave me like all type of discounts and shit like that. So shout out to my man. That's my homie who I got the HydraSynth from. So I got it, and when I brought it home, plugged it up. I initially like sent it through my Apollo twin, and I put like some preamps on it and kind of cut some of the highs and stuff like that just to kind of try it out. Like I didn't even want to hear what I had heard on the thing. But it was actually a lot milder. Like I'm having a hard time finding the words to describe it. I guess I probably should have played with it a little bit more because I haven't really been that indulged in it, which is kind of how I got here today. Like I haven't really been that engaged with the HydraSynth as of late. Polysynth wise, I've been using Fabric XL in the MPCX, which you can see if I just pan a little bit, which you don't have to see, but there it is. I've been using Fabric in the MPCX like heavy, so it kind of made the HydraSynth kind of take a back seat for a little while. But I I guess I felt like I joined this Facebook group about the HydraSynth like a while ago, but they but it feel like I really just been paying attention to it. So they had this thing where this popped up. I guess I can show it to you guys on my screen. This popped up. This my man John. We gonna be play a gig together later on. But anyway, Yeah, this popped up and it got so they was having like this discount. So I'm like, yeah, let me check out the website. Maybe grab a couple of presets or something. Cause that's one thing about the HydraSynth. Like the sound of it, I was cool with. The capabilities of it, I was super cool with. Cause it's in depth, like it's a lot to it. But I feel like the layout of it and the controls and the menus and all of that, it's really easy to navigate. And it helped me because like I said, like I'm new to the synthesis world, you know what I'm saying, to the hardware. Even when I was using all type of scents inside the doll and stuff. I don't even think I ever thought of them as being scents. You know what I'm saying, or even really understood what the fuck scent was. Like that. All of these terms are really relatively new to me. I've said it before. I don't think I really knew what an oscillator word was, or even heard the word before a couple of years ago. I've heard the word oscillation as in like a fan oscillates, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what an oscillator was as far as synthesis. So all of this is relatively new to me, and the layout of the HydraSynth makes, like, when I'm tweaking something, I know what I'm doing. If that makes sense. Like, it's really easy to see what I'm doing and understand what I got going on when I'm adjusting something. So that it was a process. It was a part of my learning. So, like I said, now fast forward. Now I've had this for a couple of years now, at least. I've had this for a couple of years. It wasn't my first cent, but it was, and I'm not, because I sold some stuff. So I got this at some point. I don't even remember when I really got it, but I've had it for a while, and I've used it on a lot of stuff. Like I use it, I run it through my pedals and stuff like that, and get some different type of textures and stuff out of it and stuff like that. But um, I ended up getting a virus. Uh, 3 4 weeks ago now, maybe. And I think one thing that when I really start getting into the hardware sense, now I think that coming from the soft scent world, like you learning about scents and then you starting to relate those terms to the sense that I had in the computer, right? So coming outside of that, I don't know. I think my expectations for what a hardware scent would bring to the table were a little maybe exaggerated. Like like in a lot of ways, the scents inside of the computer are better. Did I say that right? I'm trying to make sure I'm explaining. I should have thought about this a little bit before. I just said this, I'm just going. I was going as I'll get to that point where I was kind of going. I was like, I could do this and make this a video. But anyway, like, I want to make sure I'm like explaining it right. I don't know. I thought the hardware sense innately would be better than the shit in the computer. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I got the Hydra scent, I thought this shit was gonna be colder than Omnisphere, and it ain't. Like this not Omnisphere, and it's not that I'm comparing the two. Like I expect them to be the same or sound the same, but it's like usefulness. When I open Omnisphere with the 20,000 bullshit plug patches that are in there, it's still a plethitude of things in there that I can use on anything. So when I got into the hardware sense, I was thinking like, I get a Hydra scent, like it's gonna have like all the ARPs I like. It's gonna have all the pads. It's gonna have all the plugs, all the bells. Like it's like all of that's gonna be in there, and it's all of that's in there. But this don't, like, if I was gonna choose, like, if like they like, yo, you can have Omnisphere or you can have this Hydrogen. I'm gonna take Omnisphere all day. Like, if that's all I'm gonna have to make music with, Give me Omnisphere. Give me the basses. Give me the pianos. Give me the synth leads. Give me the pads and Omnisphere over anything I can get out of here. You feel what I'm saying? Now that's not no knock on the HydraSynth, because what I had to learn was to appreciate these motherfuckers for what they are and what they bring to the table. Cause a lot of it for me, I can't speak for nobody else. Like I said, I'm learning, and all of this relatively new to me. I think the appeal when I start purchasing this stuff, and even though I had to bring my expectations back a little bit, I still went forward as far as acquiring new stuff and on my search, because like I said, when I got outside of the box and I started trying different things, I was looking for that omnisphere outside the box. I'm looking for something that got everything, and not in the rompler kind of sense, because like like romplers have everything. You know what I mean? If I talk about the keyboard up here, that has everything, but those don't really have those. Like my Roland, my FA06 has great lead sounds in it. Like, I give it that. As far as like synth, it has great lead sounds in it that I like. And then it got the bread and butter shit: pianos, strings, horns, etc., etc., etc. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not a synthesizer in the sense where I'ma really be getting in. I got a knob for the cutoff. You know what I'm saying? I got a knob for the resonance right here. And not to say that I can't program that to the knob encoders that are on here, but it just I'm not having a hard time really explaining what the hell I'm trying to say today. I'm having some type of block, but I had a weird morning, but it is not appropriate to be talking about on YouTube, so I'm not gonna discuss here. But yeah, so the HydraSynth. So let's go back up here and let's take out these things. So I'm on the thing, and I'm like, they offering a discount 15 and 30%, which ain't shit, but I'm like, let me check it out. Let me see what's happening, right? So I go to the store. I'll click on the store, and let's see. Of course, everything is a little bit harder to load with the things on there. And before I even could get to the HydraSynth, I see, boom, they got access virus patches, right? So I click on that, right? You know, because I went on the website and I got some access virus patches from there. I really just wanted to hook it up to the computer for once, and actually try to load patches onto it. And it took me a day to figure it out, but I figured it out, and I got some of those, and they're cool and all of that. But I ended up clicking on the page, and then they have they got packs here for $35, $24, but they also got packs here for like $12 and $10, which is up my alley. Cause now, mind you, too. Now look at this stuff, right? You got Future Space Sound Bank. You got, like, just as far as how they describe it, that's pretty straightforward. Future Space, but this is like best atmospheric analog sounds, 10920 presets, 450 big pack. Well, you can't really see it here, but my kind of thing, like, just say for this, like, if you look at any of this, the only genre that they list in here is EDM. And not to say that sounds that are used in EDM, because I mean, sounds are sounds. Is it a good sound? You can pretty much incorporate a sound into all of this stuff. Is transferable if you know what you're doing, like, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? And then, like, you can create your own thing. There's no rules on, like, oh, that's a trance sound. You can't use that in an R&B track. Like, why the fuck not? You know what I mean? Like, do it sound good to you? Do it fit? Like, does it work well with the other sounds in the production? Then why not? But my point is, like, they don't make this shit for people that look like me or people that make music like me. And that's not a knock. And please don't get me confused and think I'm trying to call people racist or nothing like that, because I'm not one of those type of people. But my point is, like, they make presets for them and like the music that they like. Like, they are EDM artists, like EDM artists, people that make trance music, that type of dance music, that type of trap music. They buy this type of shit. And it's not to say that people that make R&B, that people that make rap and hip hop don't, but it's not so, like, there's not anybody out here like that I found personally. Now, if you know somebody differently, please point me in a direction that's making this type of stuff and marketing it towards, like, yo, this a access virus pack full of some fire ass patches you can use in some R&B, some soul, some neo soul, some hip hop, some rap music. Like, they not doing that. They going like, yo, this for your EDM tracks, this for your trance tracks, this for your atmospheric tracks, this for your whatever the case. And as a producer or more melanated music, you gotta adjust or make your own shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm in a state where I want to learn enough about synthesis where I can make my own shit. So where you will see access virus patches, you will see a HydraSynth patch, you will see an OB6 patch, and it's marketed towards you. You know that's going to have some plucks, that's going to have the strings, that's going to have some horns, that's going to have the leads, you know, the type of shit that I really, really want. Like, that's curated around what I do. You dig what I'm saying? Like, when they go back and they start talking about, like, retro analog packs and stuff like that, they talking about shit that was on, like, classic 80s rock and shit like that. Not the shit that was played on Keith Sweat's Make It Last Forever type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta adjust and we gotta step up to the plate and get into this stuff more and share and market our stuff. Like, I shouldn't have to go to a site that specializes in EDM and trance music if I want to buy some presets for my hardware gear. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, so I'm clicking on these. Of course, I'm gonna go to the cheap ones first, right? And I just want to check them out, see what they got going on, right? So I can get back to the point that I was trying to make with the whole video, right? So the cool thing about this is they got these little YouTube videos where you could check them out, right? So I don't think this is the one. Let me see the one that I'm gonna buy. Okay, this is the one I'm buying, Explorations. Like, let's just listen to that one real quick. Let's listen to how fucking fire this shit sounds. like, word the fuck up. Let's just explore. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Let's just explore the explorations and how fucking fire this shit out. And mind you, this bait costs like $12. I'm definitely not gonna buy it. Now, just the stereo imaging, the sonic quality. This is the Access Virus TI. This is me reaching where I was trying to get to when I stepped outside the box. And I'm like, cause now see, let me put it back on me. Having the virus now for almost a month. If you ask me, alright, yo, bro, I'm gonna give you Omnisphere. Well, I'm gonna give you this virus. Nigga, I'm taking the virus, nigga. I'm not even thinking about it. You hear me? Now, the HydraSynth and Omnisphere, the HydraSynth can kick rocks. I get that motherfucker away before. Word up. But let's get back to this. Let's just listen to it for another second, because this shit sounded so fucking good to me, bro. And I don't think this against no copyright or nothing like that. Turn it down a little bit. Sounds so good. Just listen. Let's just listen. It's explorations, goddamn. Woo. Yeah. Sound good. See, like they making these sounds with, dance tracks and EDM and all of that in mind, but my mind, I'm gonna take it to where I take it to the soul. You feel what I'm saying? I could use all of this, but it get better. Like this packed cold. Listen to that. I love that. Run that shit through some filters, yeah. Yeah. Just sound all over the place. That's what I like. Yeah. Come on, man. Tell me that shit don't sound good to you. Yeah. Revelation pad. That's what I'm talking. You hear that? Do you hear that? I think that's the best. Look at that. Ah, fire. Fire. Make some Indian samples, you hear me? Fire. But you just hear, like, when I listen to these patches, I just hear character. You know what I'm saying? I hear, and it's just fire, man. That just sound good. I'm definitely about to cop that. All right, so after all that, I'm listening to some of the access virus patches, and then I find the HydraSynth. So I'm going to some of their patches, and of course, I'm gonna go down to the cheap ones. Start there, right? So I started with this one. Now, what I want you to do, now we just heard them HydraSynth patches. I should have left that tab up, right? But we just heard those HydraSynth patches, right? And we heard that the stereo imaging, we heard the character in those sounds. We heard how it just sound everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to describe it, but it's just something to it, right? It's special. These sound not so special. That's decent, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not bad. And if you don't know no better, like if you ain't had the woo up the bam, you might be thinking that's what's up. But let's just listen. They got patches for everything. I'm not saying these patches bad. I'm not saying the HydraSynth don't sound good. I'm just saying it's missing a little bit of sauce, G. Just a little bit. That sound good. That sound good. Just a little bit of sauce missing from this. It's like a little extra oscillator tingling in the background or something. I don't know, man. Opened it up a little bit. But just in comparison though, right? Just in comparison. Just in comparison. Just that little snippet, just compared to that's actually a nice patch right there. That's a nice patch from them. Let's just listen. As soon as I press play, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? This actually a nice patch. I'm not mad at this patch. But it's just like, I don't know, that virus got something going on, bro. Alright, look. Don't get me to line about what it is in particular. But I think the point is, I really love my access virus. And it's what I was looking for from a digital polysynth. Whereas the HydraSynth, not so much. But here's the caveat. If I can get a screen. So, here's the caveat to that. Okay, what's going on? Saving what? Boy, these computers and these cameras, boy. Here's the caveat to the HydraSynth. And here's why I'm hesitant to sell the HydraSynth. I feel like the more I learn about sound design, the more I like this. The more I will like this. The more this will be more convenient to me creating patches on and even learning, because it's far less, like, even though the menu diving on the virus, you get used to it real fast. I noticed that, like, at first I was kind of like, man, it's like, what the fuck, you gotta press shift to get to this, to get to that, and this, that, and that, and the third, and I wasn't really with it. But after going through it for a while and, you know, kind of going through the paces with it, you build up that like muscle memory or whatever real fast. Like I said, it's only been a couple of weeks. I've been in and out of town and Walter Bim, so it ain't like I've been just sitting in the house with it for 3 weeks or something like that, and I still pretty much I'm in tune with where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying? But the HydraSynth does have the benefit of the layout. Like, I can't be mad at the layout of the HydraSynth at all. Yeah, I was just hearing that through the mic. So I want to learn. But see, this where I was at with it this morning. Like, when I was listening to them patches. Now, the HydraSynth patches did sound better when I guess when I put the headphones on. But compared to those virus patches, and my man tried to tell me that they too tough, and I that's what I'm saying. All of these synths are totally different beats. Even if they technically supposed to do the same thing, they got the same number of oscillators and LFOs and stuff like that. They all gonna have their unique characteristics. It's gonna be something you can do on this one that you probably can't do on that one, and vice versa. So you learn to appreciate your individual scent. Like scents are like people. They all got their own personalities. They little quirks about them. They woo out the band. For me right now, the HydraSynth, like the HydraSynth, like an old coworker. Like we used to work together, and we was cool when we had to work together every day. Like we ain't had no problems with one another, and there wasn't no complaints. It wasn't like I don't like him or he don't like me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now that we don't work together, when a nigga called me and asked me if I want to go hang out or something, I'm like, maybe. Or I'm like, I'll come, but I gotta bring my friend Virus with me. You feel me? So that's kind of the relationship that I got with my friend HydraSynth right now. Like, man, like you was cool, and like when we worked together and all that. But my nigga Virus though, like man, we work together and we be hanging out afterwards and we be catching bitches together because we like the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got the same kind of vibe. Like, I feel like me and the HydraSynth ain't, even though we was close, it was more out of necessity. Like nigga, we work together. Like, we together every day. So that's where I'm at. Like, I ain't mad at the HydraSynth. Like, he ain't never did nothing to make me mad or to piss me off or nothing. It's just like, but we don't really work together no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I see you all the time, but I just be like, "What's up?" And cause I got a new best friend now. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just said they never did nothing to me, man. And I feel like the more I learn, you know what I'm saying? Cause the virus just might be instant gratification. You feel what I'm saying? The virus, like that girl you meet and she just fine as hell and y'all could be laughing together and she just click all the boxes like right off the back. You feel me? You be like, damn, I might want to marry this bitch or something. You know what I'm talking about? But the HydraSynth, now the HydraSynth pretty though, you know what I'm saying? They be lighting up, it got all type of colors and stuff like that, so it ain't like the HydraSynth like more like not as pretty or something. Cause in fact, like the virus a little classier, but you know, like the virus like the classy cougar. You feel what I'm saying? But she ain't that like not the cougar, like the classy MILF. You know what I'm saying? Like she in her like mid-30s. You know, like she my age. You know what I'm talking about? She still fine as hell though. She probably ain't even really reached her prime low key. Like a couple of niggas that wrote her off and stuff like that, but she ain't even really hit her prime yet. Like she gonna keep getting finer for a few more years. You feel me? Before she even hit her peak like that, her peak physical peak. You feel me? But like the HydraSynth like that young thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like she be ready to ride here and she do all the tricks and you know, she fun and be able to look you know what I'm saying? She go on little drug trips and shit like that. She fun to be around, but then she kind of young, so she, you know what I mean? She ain't always steez like all the time. Like sometimes you don't want to be bothered with all that hyperactive shit. Like sometimes it's like, bitch, tone the colors and shit down and just be regular. You know what I'm saying? Like just be regular. I can't make her be regular right now. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't control a young bitch. You know what I mean? So they not as like even though they fun to be around, like sometimes you be wanting to chill out and they still be hyperactive and stuff. So yeah, I ain't decided what I want to do with my young bitch. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes or something and talk a little shit about the HydraSynth. I don't think I'm gonna sell it though. Like right now, really, I like my setups. I don't want to disrupt it. But today I had the thought like maybe I should get rid of the HydraSynth and get a like a Profit desktop. a desktop profit input right there, which might be up like that's a little desktop profit or something. See what them going for these days. But I looked that up on my own. You know what I'm talking about? I could look it up right now since I wanted to keep this video relatively short. Yeah, I'm at 35 minutes, so I'm gonna get up out of here, man. But yeah, it was fun going through HydraSynth, and I guess they not really to be compared, cause again, one thing that I had to learn is you have to appreciate, like I said, a synth for who they are. Even my NPC, I have to appreciate my NPC. My NPC is a great person. My NPC X is a really great person. He got some little quirks about her and stuff like that, but she's a great person and I love her. Yeah, all of my synths are like people. I just realized that all of this shit is like people to me. The task game is more like a place, but my synths are definitely like people. I never thought of my computer as being like a person. I think of my computer as being more like an instrument, actually. Yeah, that's interesting. I think of my computer as being an instrument more so than my instruments. My instruments are like people, and my computer is an instrument. Yeah, so let your instruments be people, and your computer be instruments. Church.